but I don't see anything. They're chilling. I'm not risking anything. And now we clean up. You see the patience. Do you see that? You don't have to force anything. Take whatever is given. Don't expect more than you can actually chew. Cool. I hope you got some value out of this, because somebody just lost MMR. You know this, right? Every single game I'm smurfing, there are 4 people really happy with me, but 5 people are really, really upset with me. So there's 1 person more in the universe that is upset about me right now. This means I need at least 1 like at this video, and then the universe and the karmic nature of the whole cosmos will kind of balance out again. So, like and subscribe. Got Offlane, so I'm going to show you how to play Offlane in this bracket and how to get out of this bracket, hopefully with some simple and straightforward advice. Let's get into this. First, what kind of heroes would I pick? I like Aegis. I've always been an Aegis player. Oh, I tell you, we go Legion Commander.
5 seconds remaining.
And I tell you why. Oof. So, Pugna is a counter against Legion Commander, as is Lion. Because if you don't get one of those heroes, they will always save the duel. Kunkka is also not too bad against Legion, because it's difficult to get a duel, and Anti-Mage is really bad against Legion. So I think it's pretty even. Puck will get Lincolns, so it's even in both ways around. This, I think, is a fair Legion Commander game. I'm loving it. Actually, I'm loving it already. I'm gonna tell you why Legion Commander is such a great hero in Dota 2, especially this bracket. Because everybody is disorganized. There's no union between people. Of course, if you push a lane, suddenly 5 people will show up. But they have some sort of swarm mentality. Like they're like bees. They see something, they all react the same way. But as soon as you force a reaction, and one of them cannot follow because he doesn't have a TP, he wanders around aimlessly. And this is exactly what we are going to abuse.
Whatever they brought, it won't be enough.
Yes.
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 You won't win the war by dying for your ancient. Prepare
It's
for
true.
battle.
Tell me more, man, dude. I never have those voice lines actually on.
Die for theirs.
Okay, talk some
You
more.
won't win the war by dying for your ancient. You win by making the other
Good.
dumb one.
Let me check real quick. The Dota 2 audio might be a little bit high, so I'm gonna buff that a little bit down. Audio. That, I think that was the issue last time. Master volume, game sounds. Maybe that was a little bit high. We will see. We will see. Okay, so let me go through this again. There is a tendency in Dota 2 that people are not organized in lower rank. They will try to go for their own objective. They will think of their own things, but they don't have a team goal in mind. Many times it's actually interesting that low MMR players, they will fight 5 against 5 way more often because they see something and then they will react all the same. They react all very aggressive. And that's actually something you have to watch out for, and that's something that's a little bit difficult to control for, especially if you're a Legion Commander, a hero that really likes to get solo targets. But as long as you keep this kind of phenomenon under control, then it's actually really, really easy to punish people that are out of position. Okay, they're not taking the room. I'm not sure if we're trading this, but my Q was pretty nice, I feel like. Oh, I'm back. Not sure what's happening. Okay, so let's get into the laning stage. The first thing I want you to put your attention towards is just last hitting really carefully and really slowly. I'm trying not to do anything fancy here. He blocked the wave. I should not have blocked my wave because I want my wave under his tower, right? So I threw aggro to the side here a little bit. We play against an anti-mage, so we're probably gonna go a bracer, and then we don't even need any mana in this game. Trade a bit with him. Ooh, I cannot trade with him. I might be dead already. I think I'm fine. I think he missed. I'm thinking we're going bracer. Or maybe boots. We will see. That was a bad trade. I'm not sure why I took this. That felt very unreflected. It's okay, it's okay. We're gonna chill. And we're gonna try to get some last hits here.
On it.
This is the main thing. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I don't need to win this lane giga hard. I don't need to zone anybody. I just want to be the guy that has like stupid high last hits for some reason. And then he kind of didn't feed too much. And then suddenly at minute 20, he's the strongest dude. And nobody knows exactly why. This is my job. Nice, he hit. That was a really interesting blink. He might... I thought he's hitting that creep. He might have been pulling here. Maybe we have to block this. But it's fine. We just chill. Even if we miss a couple last hits here, we don't want to panic. We don't want to rush anything. We just want to chill. Get the passive. I think I'm going to max the passive here probably. Because we play against an anti-mage, it's likely that we don't have any mana. Now it... Oh, dude, I really can't last it. I'm going to try to pay attention now. And last it carefully. That is my goal. Let me get a bracer. Oops. He really wants to know it. Let's relax into this and last it. I feel like I'm getting confused and I'm not listening to my own advice. There we go. Interesting blink.
On it.
Interesting. The bracer will come soon. And we're just looking to last it again. Oopa. My passive kind of messed up that last hit. Let's see if I can get this one. Very nice. And we can probably get this one. Very nice. We missed that one. But we got that one, which is okay. Things are okay. The guide is wrong, but things are okay. 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 This is okay. I think I'm trying to reconnect this wave. We can always pressure the anti-mage. You see, I have to slow down as well. I had a long day. And I just yesterday had this Ursa game here on the same account, which worked really, really well. Maybe you've seen it. But today has been busy. So I'm trying to slow this down and get the basics done. And I hope that I can give you the feeling of having a very relaxed gameplay, where things are not really in a rush. And things are just happening at some point, and we're not forcing anything. We're trying to be zen-budist here. Trying not to pose reality. Trying to let things come to us slowly and clean. He even gets him, cool. I'm not forcing this. Bro, if you want to trade, sure. Actually, he does want to trade, and he can. Probably shouldn't tank all of that.
Yes. Take the field.
Just gonna chill, just gonna last it. Nice. So you see, we're trying to get 20 last hits in 5 minutes, and we got it in 4 minutes already, which is probably higher than the anti-mage, I could bet. Which is probably the highest in the whole game. We can check this later on if I don't forget. But we're not doing anything fancy, and I think I misplayed this lane a bit. But I'm not doing that. That's not something I'm interested in. If he steps up, of course we can punish mistakes, but we don't force anything here. I would be happy if this creep doesn't attack me anymore. Last hit. Deny. We deny again. Nice. We pull aggro. We actually use a Q here because we have damage on 2 people. And we have, yeah, a lot of last hits that we can get out of this. Gonna get W, 1 point into it, just for the heal. And then we're gonna relax.
Take the field.
I'm probably gonna have to set the hotkeys. Thank you very much.
If you insist.
Very nice. He's jumping in. This means we can trade. Maybe not too much. I'm actually underestimating the enemy damage. But it's fine. I have heal coming and he does not.
Yes.
So we should be able to out-trade him eventually. Let me get into the settings real quick. Hero, I want to have this on quick cast, of course. And I don't want those keys. Confirm, clear, confirm. That should be better. Nice. Get the next item. Try to keep up with the last hits. I want to have 50 last hits in 10 minutes. That's my next goal. Oh, he blinked in. Wow, he's wild. That was wild. That was not clever. Well played, Shakiro. I don't... You see, I don't even have to force this. If mistakes happen, we punish them. But we don't... We don't try to create mistakes even. We're not at that point. We're tired, we're coming back from work, we're just playing a round of Dota, and we want to improve slowly. So we don't try to be the hero of the story. This is something I had to get used to as well. Like, as soon as you don't play carry or mid lane, you're not the main character in the game. You realize this, huh? If you play support, I think you know it intrinsically. You're just not the main character. But it was new to me as a... mostly mid lane player. Look, now suddenly I have a Brazier and suddenly I can trade. That's interesting. Why is that? Why is that? That if you have more last hits and items and levels, then you can trade. He's gonna chase me, it's not gonna work, I'm gonna eat a tango. And then I'm gonna trade with him slowly. See if it favors me. If it doesn't favor me, we don't do it. Keep it easy. Oh, I love Dota. I love it so much. 40 last hits coming soon, hopefully under 8 minutes. Gonna farm this just because it's a last hit, not because it actually bothers me. Nice, get this. Try to deny some things so anti-mage doesn't get it. Nice, try to deny the catapult because we're not pushing the tower here. We're not doing anything, we're just chilling. Oh, he's dead, I think. Yeah, you fucked up. And he doesn't even need to do that, right? Like, nobody forced him to take that trade. Nobody did. And it kind of showed itself that that wasn't gonna working out. That was not going to work out at all. Got a duel, we can try to play with this. Now it might be worth to actually get a mango. Shakira has been feeding me mangoes all game, which were not helpful, I think, at all, and just wasted his net worth. But now we're at a point where we just need mana at some point. We just want to press the ulti with it, right? Gonna trade a little bit more aggressively because we do have the ult. We have a power spike and we want to see if we can make something happen. Oh, he's just dead. He's gonna blink, we might trade. Yeah, you know what? You do you. I'm not into it. Gonna get the rune just because it's up. Usually I think the support should take it. But hey, here we are. 45 last hits. I want to have 50 in 10 minutes. And this is important. I want to hit my targets. I don't want to like lose myself. And I want to have measurable results. I don't want things to be random. Or to be out of control. Or suddenly surprising that it didn't work out the way I planned. I want things to work exactly the way I want them. And the best way to do this is to measure things. See and actually track your progress. And if you don't have progress, you need to change something. Oh, fuck. I don't see an opportunity to duel here. He's level 6, maybe we can go... I think Pukna is the only one we can go for. He might have leveled his ghost stuff. Can you sunstrike this? No, he cannot. But that's fine. And somehow deny auto attack to attack, maybe. I'm having issue rebalancing. Oh, we should dive that. Absolutely, we should dive that. No, I'm confused. He just vanished. He disappeared. So we're chilling here a bit. My Shakira is trading. I think it doesn't have to. We, as you saw, we pulled this a little bit, which means the catapult is pushing. Now we're even cliffing this. which means we have a huge chance of actually taking this tower, which is of course a big relief. Whenever we play offlane, we want to take the tower as quickly as we can. And I think we've been hitting our goal, right? And we've been hitting an early duel as well, even though we didn't really try that hard for it. We can fight. We can go no. You missed.
It's not time yet. You will fall.
That's fine. I think my mid lane lost a little bit, which would actually be okay. I'm happy if we are playing from behind, because then I can show you how to recover as well at the same time. I don't want this game to be a stomp, but as soon as you win the lane like this, this anti-mage does not jungle right now. Look at those items. Those are not items that I want to jungle with. And this is not a stage I want to be in. So yeah, tough luck, my friend. He lost the lane super, super hard. And maybe you didn't get that feeling at the beginning, because I was kind of fumbling and I was talking and then I was missing my last hits and then I was taking bad trades and it felt kind of weird. But if you slow it down and balance things, then you can go. We can fight. I have 10 seconds ulti. We're gonna kill both of them, I think, if they're not careful. And they gotta be real careful. I wanna fight. Can you prepare Sunstrike Invoker? I can try to duel.
It's not time yet.
Very nice. And this game is over. Maybe you don't see it, but I think this is pretty over. The lane is won. And I got 30 duels in 12 minutes. This is not supposed to happen. This is a disaster. This is a absolute disaster. Oh, this guy is a disaster for me, by the way. 3-0? Why? Why are we not stopping him?
Yes.
Why do we feed the enemy mid laner? It's not important. We don't have to do this. If I have blink, we kill him here. If I move smart, I might be able to kill him here. I used the face boots, that was a mistake. I'm trying to run at him soon. I don't have the high ground. Let's see if he fucks up his spells. Because if he does, we just kill him.
Absolutely.
Not needed, but thank you. Thank you very much. We always say thank you, because at some point we might rely on the duel, on the Sunstrike. And right now I just want to add up my duels. Whenever we can get it, I don't care about the kill too much. And I want to boost up the team morale. This is also very important. Do not tilt. Never ever tilt. Do I tell you? If you tilt... so usually people have a 50% win rate, right? Let's say they have a 50% win rate. So you have to play 10 games and then you don't win anyone. And if you have a 60% win rate, that's really nice. That's really sweet. Because this means you basically win one game out of 10. Imagine you just grieve one game out of 10. This means that you have to have a 70% win rate in order to have a 60% win rate, if my math is correct. Maybe it's wrong, but you get the gist of it, right? It's bad. You're not allowed to tilt a single game out of 10. You understand that, right? If you want to improve over time, you cannot tilt. The harder the game gets, the more you have to try. And this is something people don't do as well. I feel like if people realize, damn, I just lost the laning stage. Like if you're anti-mage now, damn, the laning stage was hard. I think this is GG. Dude, your win rate is gonna be garbage. But hey, of course you can get coached by me, and you don't ever lose your laning stage. At least not in this level. Okay. Got Blink and Courier. We're gonna look for targets. We're gonna buy ourselves wards. I forgot about that. They're sold out. This is my excuse. And immediately we're trying to look for a kill. This is a fabulous kill, and this is why Anti-Mage is bad against Legion. Because it takes a while to come online, right, as an Anti-Mage. And before that, you always pray. You really pray to a unit like Legion Commander. Let's see what we level. Press the attack movement speed. Do I ever need this? I don't think I need either of them ever. Kind of weird.
On it.
I could have leveled stats. My bad, my bad. I think this is the way to go. Ah, I farm here again.
Yes.
We don't need to frighten him. I want to kill him in 30 seconds. Don't scare him away. Gonna go Aghanim straight ahead. So we don't get interrupted. And shit doesn't get cancelled. I don't think I need Shadowblade in this game ever.
On it.
Because they don't have any map awareness anyways. I will just buy maybe a gem later on. And then we're good to go. It would be likely to me almost that he's pushing that wave. It's not... Yeah, look at this. There's zero awareness. Might be able to buy refresher or something.
Strategy.
So we can add up duels a little bit faster.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
So you see with Legion Commander, if you have a slight lead, which, okay, in this case we had a decent lead. If you have a lead, people are not prepared to play together. They do not place vision. He will ping a supporter, where have you been? Why can't you help me? Why don't you put any wards? And you will just, yeah, you will plant distrust in your enemy team. And that's perfect. I think my job is to kill the puck. This puck has been going ham on my team. I think I have to get this under control. But I'm not sure if I'm risking my position here. Oh, I've muted everybody. This is actually good advice. If you listen to the advice of Guardian players, you will play like a Guardian. If the Guardian says TP bottom, we're in distress, and you TP, then you listen to Guardian advice and you will stay Guardian. Do not listen to advice from people that are as bad as you. It's important. I control top. I control this whole top side. And I push people to be here. I take anti-mage's farm. And I might feed here, to be honest. Oh, we will see. We will see. Looks fine. Calculated, of course. I force people to be top. I give the enemy opportunities to make mistake. I do not fight against 3 super strong enemy heroes like a lion and a kunkka and a puck on the bottom side and risk losing a duel, risk giving up my lead just to protect a tower. That's not happening. Worse players would have tried to defend this. Maybe you can even successfully defend this. Maybe this is possible. But it's super risky. I need you to understand how risky that is. Let's see what I find. Now we can switch up targets. There we go. They have not planted a single ward the whole game. So we're gonna abuse it thoroughly. We see 2 people marching up. I do not fight with them. I do not play against them. Maybe I can snack a kill. Then of course that's something different. This sort of things happen all the time, and you don't even need to win a lane to get to this point, I feel like. Let me think about items. I said I wouldn't want to go for Shadowblade. I'm rethinking that. I might just go for a Sulkura so I can actually finish the game at some point.
On my way.
They know that I'm on the top side, so we're gonna get into the shadows, move towards the bottom side. I feel super comfortable team fighting now. I can solo everything.
Smart move.
I think. I hope. I suspect. We will see. But I can get a duel for sure. Figure out. Yeah, I ran right into the creep wave.
It's not time yet.
Kind of stupid. Can you give me vision?
Flanking.
No, he TP's out.
Yes.
That's cringe. I showed myself though as well, so
Tactical.
what can you do? I shouldn't be in vision here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. If they don't show up, we take the wave.
Deploying.
If I wouldn't have showed myself there, I think I would have gotten a kill. Yeah, I'm pretty confident about that.
A taste of the goods.
I can buy smokes. Smokes kinda almost surpass the Shadowblade because you don't have to waste an item slot for it. Gonna get level 18, and then we're gonna get attack speed. Oh, and I should have be buying wards.
I'm not.
Wards are really important here as well.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up there, I think. Let's smoke.
Reposition.
See if there's somebody here. If not, then we're gonna smoke ourselves.
Your top tower
Try to
is
hunt.
under attack.
This would be a nice kill. I like to kill Puck, because Puck hasn't died so far, I think.
Yes.
At least not as many times as I would have wanted there.
Closing in.
Full kill steal, but it doesn't matter.
It's not time. Flanking.
I'm gonna push this a little bit, because we see people fighting top. We could also TP top, but I think those sort of things are always unreliable. If you just take the push that you can get, then you don't have to worry too much about rotating somewhere or doing something crazy.
Immediately.
So it's important to not die now and not to overextend and focus too much on one building. You can just keep building this amount of lead until it's obvious that you win. You don't have to be at a stage where you're kind of risking things because you're too greedy and you want to finish the game in 30 minutes. Oh, yo. Even if they see the wards here, they will probably attempt to deward it at some point,
Not time.
and this is something we can punish as well.
Absolutely.
Moving towards this, I want to cut the mid wave, create pressure. Invokers should never be farming here. They should be shoving in the wave on all sides so that I can
Haste.
get a game.
Orders received.
And just I just need opportunities like this. It's interesting. Neutral creep. Good for you. Interesting because he saw me placing that wall, right?
On my
He
way.
just didn't look at the minimap, which is kinda almost an insult. It's almost an insult. But hey. I expect to be highest net worth,
I'm not.
highest last hits, but maybe not quite.
It's not time yet.
They dewarded and we didn't contest it.
On it.
I have some harsh feelings about this, to be honest.
Dire's courier has been killed.
10 seconds for my duel. I'm not fighting without duel. There's no need for it.
Yes.
Now I'm going in. You're gonna get this, and then maybe even Desolator, because then I'm really able to get 1 or 2 kills and then finish the game by myself.
Take the field.
I think if you don't have this lead, you can go for Shadow Blade. It will enable you to get easier pickoffs. AC is really nice. And what else could you need? Maybe at some point you need a Lincoln's Break, but look at their items. They're not having Lincolns anytime soon. I don't even think they're building for it. This Puck could be building for it, but she's not having it.
Deploy.
Blocking this wave a bit. Hopefully getting... Yeah. I don't want to dive. I think I can.
Time yet.
Should be able to survive a dive, but
Immediately.
it's not necessary. It's just not necessary to risk things.
Flanking.
I want to place my wards, but I don't want to sell anything. That's a weird feeling.
On it.
Completely
Not yet.
clustered up with items here.
Dire's structures are
I'm gonna see if they try to defend. They probably don't have vision here. They use the glyph, which is okay.
I'm not.
I think we're just gonna finish one item here. Maybe with the wave. I'm kinda indecisive here. I think I can farm quicker. But as you see, I don't think hitting creeps is what really wins the game for me right now. Now we get this item. Now we can set a ward around this side. This enables me to have a super, super deep advantage on the enemy side. Maybe like this. And then we can see if we find any engagement. We can cut the wave. Go Deso for the lols.
This day is not yet
I'm ready
won.
to fight 5 against 1. He doesn't have vision. The creep went back.
Absolutely.
I can look for a fight,
On my
but
way.
it's 5 people, so I'm not quite interested in it.
Repositioning.
Gonna get this. Then we're gonna get this.
Attack.
Probably gonna get the wisdom rune. Just moving away from the mid, right? If there are like 5 people on the tower, I don't want to go 1 against 5 in the tower. We don't have to be that greedy. But always try to pose a threat and look for the next valuable thing. For example, here, we're kind of baiting. Could have waited maybe a little bit longer, but I want people to show up. I want people to show up here and then maybe we can play.
Yes.
Actually, if they're together, they're not so easy to kill. We should be pushing top. If all the enemies are here, we should be pushing top. Mm-hmm.
Fall. Closing in.
I might smoke towards them. I push one more bottom wave and then I smoke.
Overwhelming odds. I'm not ready. Sound strategy. Nothing.
He's unreal.
I'm under attack.
This is not real.
Orders received. This.
I don't think he's real. I might be dead. And it would definitely hurt if I die here.
Reposition.
But I don't think that was a real move. That was not a human.
Deploy.
It's okay.
Orders received. Immediately. Yes.
I don't have duel, but the enemies are dead. So we can push a little bit. We can actually take the creeps. Yeah. I have no synergy with the Zeus. You let the creeps alive, and then they hit me, and my passive triggers. And then I can take towers really fast.
Victory is assured
But hey,
if humans.
don't stress about it, bro. It's fine.
Not yet.
For smoke. Look for opportunities. People are respawning, probably trying to defend something.
Aye.
Looking for opportunities.
Enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Might have been an opportunity. If I would have been quicker.
Take the field.
Hmm. I like it. Yeah, he can't even click that quick. I think I'm dead. No, not quite.
Sound strategy.
Good.
It's not time.
Always know, you know, the limits. We try queuing. But hey, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You get the gist of it. I think you could try to understand how I block this area. How I try to stop the enemies from leaving the base. I basically suffocate them inside the base. And that's a really important thing. You don't have to push high ground to win the game. You can just extend it for 10 more minutes and keep suffocate them. And whenever they step out like this, lucky bro. I think I just duel you anyways.
The plan comes
He
together
really, yeah.
without
Quick
a
fingers.
doubt.
Quick fingers. I'm gonna jump this again. I feel very strong.
Yes.
Yeah, this is good. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. That should be game. Because I'm gonna show you how fast Legion can push now. You get the creeps.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
That's some pushing power, dude.
The enemy's top barracks has
If
fallen.
you play offlane, you cannot solo your games in Guardian.
To the vanguard.
It's not the system, bro. It is not the system.
It's not time yet. Blanking.
Gonna reset. Gonna buy new wards.
I'm not
Information is key.
deploying.
We can take Roche, but Roche doesn't help me too much. I'm not looking for Roche, actually.
Yes. Not yet.
Good. Good move. Too slow.
Yes.
Nice attempt, though, with the Glimmer, right? Nice attempt. I can appreciate this. And we're back to farming. We're not pushing unless people are dead or we get clear opportunities, like this, for example. But we don't want line. Are they following you? Yeah. Bruh. Yes. See, I didn't want to have the line. I don't care about the line. Oh, dude. You think you can do that? Nope. Nope. Nobody. No, 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 no. Yeah, GG.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
Yes.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
On it.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's
And now we can finish.
has fallen.
So you see the last minutes, we've been playing as well, but you don't ever need to risk anything. You don't have to risk
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
you don't have to risk any movements.
The
Let's
enemy's
see.
top barracks has fallen. You now have
I'm really dying here. Okay. Okay, buddy. Whatever, bro. It's gonna be this 2-0 score if I just hit the Rex. Who cares? Who cares? GG! Ladies and gentlemen, you need to focus in Dota. Do you see this? Just focus. Easy. Why don't you just focus? It's slow. Okay, let's kind of summarize it. You tried to play your lane, you stopped stressing about movements and trading. You sit back, you slowly lasted. Then when you realize you're in a lead and you have opportunities, you try to take them methodically and slow, and you try to think about what you want to do and why you want to do it. And then you maintain, as an offlaner usually, you maintain a area of the map. You control 50% of the enemy side of the map. You do not rotate towards some random towers, engage in random fights even though you don't have your power spike items. You play slow and you play it nice, and then you can look for targets and you don't have to rush anything. Don't try to take any shortcuts. Farm slow, get the items that you need, and you will win in the end. Steady. Dota is a marathon, not a sprint. This is important. Look at the net worth. I'm the offlaner. Player level. Yeah. So this game has... I've never seen this void. I think I saw one ulti at the end. 280 last hits. I have 300. How? You're supposed to be winning. You didn't do anything in the game. Why don't you outlasted me? You didn't have more impact on me. You certainly don't have more hero damage, right? You don't have more tower damage, right? So what is it exactly you did the whole time? If you would have just been sitting back on Void, farming non-stop, full speed, I could have messed up. You could have given me the opportunity and the grace to mess up, and you would have carried like a carry should. But you didn't do anything. You tried to fight randomly. You don't know your farming patterns. Your timing is not anything close to what it should be. And yeah, rough life. So if you play offlane, play slow. Make it look slow, make it look easy, and enjoy the game. Cool. I hope you got some value out of this, because somebody just lost MMR. You know this, right? Every single game I'm smurfing, there are 4 people really happy with me, but 5 people are really, really upset with me. So there's 1 person more in the universe that is upset about me right now. This means I need at least 1 like at this video, and then the universe and the karmic nature of the whole cosmos will kind of balance out again. So like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.